Good afternoon. Thank you for joining Oyo State today on BCOS television. I am Ife Olaoye. Nigeria's public debt is nearing 159 trillion naira, with estimates putting it at 724,000 naira per citizen. A finance consultant, Elder Julius Olaniyan, has warned of what it's described as the growing danger of Nigeria's rising debt profile, accusing the federal government of reckless borrowing and the National Assembly of failing in its constitutional oversight role. This was part of excerpts during BCOS Current Affairs program, Kutu High, monitored by our man, Bode Akinjola. But his report is presented by Olamide Owolabi.
Kutu High, during the discourse of the latest figures from the Debt Management Office, DMO, which put Nigeria's total public debt to 159.27 trillion naira by the end of 2025. Featuring on the program, a finance and tax consultant, Elder Julius Olaniyan, said the continued approval of borrowing requests without adequate scrutiny poses a serious threat to the country's economic stability. He raised concern that Nigeria is being plunged into further debt without transparent justification, broad consultation, or a clear framework for equitable utilization.
It's getting increasing day in, day out, year in, year out. But as a professional, we have enough at home. At the same time, we are borrowing. And the ultimate is not there for us. If we have enough at home and we are still borrowing, then we're supposed to have more than enough. But more than enough is disappearing. We don't have it. Then there's the need for us to beam our searchlight within.
Elder Julius Olaniyan noted that the pattern of borrowing, coming shortly after recent London debt arrangements, raises critical questions about fiscal discipline and long-term sustainability, especially for the unborn children. The finance and tax consultant also expressed concern and criticized the National Assembly for what he called an apparent alignment with the executive arm of government rather than acting as an independent check on power.
It will be a blessing if you can discipline yourself. The moment you borrow and you don't discipline yourself, let me tell you, that blessing will disappear. And that is what we are experiencing. We need to discipline ourselves. Discipline is the bedrock. They have their own role, and we have our own role, even as being led. Our leaders contribute, while the led too, they contribute their own quotas to the problem. Now, we have actually elected them to this position of authority for them to do it right in such a way that we have comfort at the end of the day. But the thing is coming the other way around. It's no longer a blessing. It is only those that found themselves at the position of authority that are now enjoying, while others are suffering. Then there's the need. The time is now. There is the need for us to look inward.
Domestic debt remained the dominant component, accounting for 53.27% of total public debt. It rose to 84.85 trillion naira in December 2025 from 81.82 trillion naira in September 2025, reflecting continued reliance on local debt markets. The federal government accounted for the majority of domestic obligations at 80.49 trillion naira, while state and federal capital territory held 4.36 trillion naira.
The Southwest Zonal Executive Committee of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has dismissed speculations of an impeachment plot against Oyo State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, describing the claims as baseless and a calculated attempt to create political treason. This position was contained in a communique issued at the end of the committee's meeting held at the PDP Southwest Secretariat, Soji Adagundo House, Old Ife Road, Ibadan. Details are presented by Governor's Office correspondent Olalekun Suleiman.
Presenting the communique, the Zonal Publicity Secretary, Southwest Zonal Executive Committee of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Chief Sanya Atofarati, condemned remarks made by former Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayose, describing them as reckless, divisive, and capable of inciting tension, particularly through what he termed the politicization of traditional institutions. The committee commended Governor Seyi Makinde for his consistent efforts in strengthening multi-party democracy, noting that his administration has continued to demonstrate stability, focus, and commitment to delivering democratic dividends to the people of Oyo State.
PDP is our party, and we, whatever happens, like I said to you, this is family, a very big family. So PDP remain, and we are not considering any alternative platform. Not at all. This is PDP, but we are optimistic that we'll get judgment, favorable, positive judgment at the Supreme Court. I will tell you that the APC is doing everything possible to ensure that the PDP does not have candidates. I am putting this challenge to Tinubu. He should exonerate Amukito from partisan politics. And Amukito in himself should save Nigerians of the neutrality picture that he is trying to paint. So what is important here is that
it called on citizens to remain calm, vigilant, and united while rejecting attempts by political actors to foment crises for personal gain. The zonal body for the pledge its support for the party's National Working Committee, NWC, which rating its commitment to unity, discipline, and cohesion within the party.
we also commend His Excellency for his dogged and consistent effort in sustaining and strengthening multi-party democracy in Nigeria. The rumored impeachment plot against the governor is baseless, contrived, and should be disregarded in its entirety. By well-meaning Nigerians, it is nothing more than a calculated attempt to create unnecessary political tension in the state.
The party appreciated Nigerians for their resilience and continued support, assuring them of its dedication to responsible leadership and improved governance. Olalekan Sulaiman, BCOS News.
The state government has hinted the Yakubu Gowon Center, Abuja. The certificate of appointment was presented to Pastor Ladokun by former Nigerian head of state, General Yakubu Gowon. The ceremony was graced by several dignitaries, including his wife, Bukola Sanyalatunde, and the operations manager, Northern Division, Mr. Adeoye Michael, alongside Nigeria Police North Central coordinators. The appointment recognizes his contributions to national development, spiritual leadership, and community service. It also affirms tea holding companies' growing influence across Nigeria's corporate and faith-based landscape. You can watch us on GoTV, channel 134 and channel 113 on StarTimes. Now, before I go, report all criminal activities in your area to the police. Police is your friend. Thank you for watching the Oyo State today. Good afternoon.
can't believe you are gone. Oh, I was shocked and sad when I heard the news. Oh no, I can't believe you are gone. Oh, a ò fẹ́ kó lọ. Àwa ò fẹ́. A ò fẹ́ kó lọ. Àwa ò rò pé a ó kọrin ìdágbére níwòyí kẹ̀. A ò fẹ́ kó lọ.
Ẹ̀kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kan tí wọn kò bá